Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here playing Indiana Jones in the Great Circle, and in today's video I'm going to show you all 6 of the Cogwheel puzzles as well as their solutions to hopefully get you this achievement or trophy pretty easily. I'll also show you how to do them in the most efficient order possible to save you as much trips back and forth between locations. I found a couple of these puzzles a little bit challenging, so hopefully this saves a little bit of time and frustration for you. Additionally, these are required for the completion. You'll get an achievement for doing all of them, and there's an artifact related to each Cogwheel puzzle. So first things first, you'll be introduced into this mechanic during a main mission called the Blessed Pearl. This is the earliest you're able to consider doing the other Cogwheel puzzles, as completing this mission allows you to get some mini Cogwheels to bring along with you to the other puzzle locations. So make sure at some point during this mission, or after if you forget, that you go and bring the mini Cogwheels and put them in your inventory. You can carry as many as you can find at the same time. Additionally, this next step is optional, but you can also find the Cogwheels locations guide at the vendor and buy that book to have them marked on your map, but this guide will show you all of them either way. Now, if you only want to visit each location a single time, I'd recommend you follow my order here. The first one I'd recommend is the Waterfall ruins, as it only requires 4 mini Cogwheel pieces. You'll get 3 from the Blessed Pearl main mission we talked about earlier, and you'll get your 4th at the Waterfall ruins. When you get here, don't forget to take out your camera and snap a photo of the pillar for your notes, and then you can drop down into the hole and try to solve the puzzle. I would recommend lighting up the torches nearby to give yourself a little bit of extra light, and this is the most efficient way I found to solve this Cogwheel puzzle, requiring 4 mini Cogwheels, and there being an extra large Cogwheel that doesn't really seem to do much. After they're lined up, make sure you pull the lever, which will open up the gate and allow you to loot the relic inside, and then we can move on to the next one, but don't forget to bring your mini Cogwheels with you. Next up, we're on one of the main islands here near the very middle of the map, and this is the second Cogwheel puzzle I'd recommend that you solve, as it only requires a total of 5 mini Cogwheels, and it's a pretty easy location to find as well. You can either use that in-game map and just follow my directions, or if you have the Cogwheels book, you may know where to go. And once you do reach the location, don't forget to snap the photo of the pillar for your notes, as well as a reminder of what this one is named. Then you can drop down into the hole, and as before, you will come to some form of a Cogwheel puzzle. This one has 4 large Cogwheels in the room that you can use to attach to the board, and this is the most efficient solution I found, with 5 mini Cogwheels. Once you spin that up, it'll open up the gate as before and reveal the relic inside. Next up, we're going to try the hidden platform Cogwheel puzzle located near the top right of the map. For this one, you will need the rebreather, which you'll have because you've made some story progress. You'll have to dive into the water to move the little piece of wood, and then dive through the little pond to find a path on the other side of the wall. Here, don't forget to take your photo of the pillar before you drop down into the hole. And for me, the most efficient thing that I was able to find required me to use 7 mini Cogwheels, as well as the 4 larger Cogwheels that were available in the room. This is my solution right here, and you're free to try to find one that's better if you want. But if you open it up, you can find a relic as always. I'm also going to remind you, because I personally forgot 2 times during this quest, bring your mini Cogwheels with you. You do not want to leave them behind. Beautiful. So you should know the drill by now. The next one I would recommend going for is Village, as for me, I was able to solve it with 8 mini Cogwheels, whereas the other 2 required 9 and 10. So this is the kind of natural progression of that. You'll have to dive into the water, use your rebreather to get past the little pillar, go down the pond to find a platform that you can drop into to begin the Village Pillar Cogwheel puzzle, or whatever it's called. And as always, I'm going to show you the personal, most efficient way I found to solve it, but maybe you do find a better way, as I'm not really that smart. I actually found these Cogwheel puzzles a little bit tricky because you can't lock the gears by making multiple gears touch each other that spin opposite ways. And there are also instances where it looks like the gears are touching, but they're not actually touching. So you kind of have to be careful with the spacing as well. But you should know the drill by now. Put in your mini Cogwheels to solve the puzzle, pull the lever to open the gate, grab the relic, grab your mini Cogwheels, and then let's go to the next location. We now find ourselves near the bottom left corner of the map. You will be here for, I believe, a mystery, maybe even a side mission to save the lost boy. I'm going to show you how to find this location kind of from a more generic landmark, as I found it to be one of the trickier ones to find because there's a little bit of water treading. But we're here on that main island near the main structure, and if you're facing it, you can go to the left to find where the river kind of curves a little bit. It's really shallow here, so you can't actually use a boat to like swim all the way here. So it's actually easier just to fast travel here if you've already been here, or dock on the main docking point, run across the island, and then tread through the water to get to the other side. Find the pillar, take a photo of that, drop down the hole, and for me, the most efficient way I found to complete this involved 9 mini cogwheels, as well as the 2 larger cogwheels in the room. Personally, I ignored the complete top left side of the puzzle, as I don't think it's required nor the most efficient way to solve it. Then when you're ready, as always, pull the lever, open the gate, grab the relic, grab your mini cogwheels, as you'll need all 10 for the last puzzle. The last puzzle I'd recommend, on the count of it requiring all 10 of the mini cogwheels, is the river bank, available not far from Voss's camp near the top left corner of the map. Along the river, you should be able to find a small dirt path where you can hop out your boat, go up the path to find the river bank pillar, take a photo of that, and then drop down the hole. Completing this should also unlock you your achievement that you're going after, and then you'll also have all the relics you need that are required for this puzzle and get you one step closer to that 100%. So drop down the hole. There are a couple of the required larger cogwheels, but this is the most efficient way I found to do it, which isn't really that efficient as it requires quite a bit of work, but there probably are a couple of faster ways to do it. Once you spin these and open up your final gate, I believe you should be able to complete the Cogwheel mystery in the game, and then you'll also grab the achievement related to it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope the video was helpful. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. I'll see you soon. Peace.